Hi folks, and welcome to Chris Reviews. So today in the channel I'm looking at my very first watch from Baltany. This is the vintage Bubbleback. Now if you haven't done so already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and enable those notifications. That way you'll be notified whenever I release any new videos. So with that said, and without any further ado, let's get into the review. So Baltany then, well, Baltany's a brand that I've been looking at now for a couple of months. They seem to produce a load of military inspired watches, but this little vintage Bubbleback model really caught my eye and I just had to get one in. Dimensions on this, we've got a nice 36mm case, a 13.6mm thickness, 18mm lugs, a really nice compact 44mm lug to lug distance, and on the supplied leather strap this one weighs in at 69 grams. Price wise I paid $195 US, that equates to around £148. And timekeeping on this one houses the Seagull SD1701 automatic movement. Mine is keeping plus 8 seconds per day. Now I purchased mine from watchdives.com, it's an excellent website, I've featured it before on the channel, great service as always from Watch Dives. But I have to say it is available from other places as well. Baltany actually have their own website which I wasn't aware of, and there's also the Baltany Watches official store on AliExpress as well. But I have to say Watch Dives, really safe bet for me. I've had a number of watches from them now and it's been a positive experience every time. But however, I'll leave a link to all options in the description down below, you can check them out. So in the package you get a nice hardshell Baltany case, you also get the usual instruction booklet and a stamped and dated warranty card as well. You get a nice Baltany branded cleaning cloth and a spring bar tool in there as well. Now they also included a nice quality blue Zulu strap, which I have to say is nice, and altogether it's a really nice package. So we've got a solid 316L stainless steel case with a very high level of finishing throughout. There's a nice mixture of satin brushing on the top of the case there and high polish to those sides. I really like the lug design on this case. It has that solid squared off lug design which makes it look much more purposeful in my opinion, and it also means the strap integrates very nicely into the case as well. The Bubbleback caseback, where it gets its name, is super comfortable. It's high polished and it's probably there to accommodate that SD1701 automatic movement, but I have to say it doesn't wear high as a result, quite the opposite in fact, as I'll show you in the wrist shot in just a moment or two. There's a lovely smooth bezel with a high polish finish and it leads perfectly onto that beautiful piece of domed sapphire crystal. The crystal is very high quality, loads of AR coating on there and it just looks fantastic. The leather strap on this one is very high quality as well. They've used a great quality leather and it matches the colourway of the watch perfectly, I think. And to complete the watch case itself, we have an onion style screw down crown. It's very well integrated into that case, it winds very smoothly and it screws down without any issues. It is a very nice crown on this one. But tell me, what do you guys think of the case and the crown and the crystal? I am always interested to know what your thoughts are. Leave me a comment down below. And here it is on my 7.5 inch wrist, that 36mm case looking very nice indeed, and as you can see that Bubbleback caseback wears very well against the wrist. It's super comfy and it doesn't wear high at all. I think it looks fantastic and it really does feel like a high quality item. So let's have a closer look at that dial. It's a deep black colour with those California dial hour markers around the outside. We've got a nicely recessed subdial for the seconds at the 6 and the Baltany branding at the 12. What strikes me when I look at this dial is quality. The combination of that deep black dial with the beautiful coffee patinaed colour of those hour markers and the hands is just sensational. Those hands finished in high polish, just completing the look there. The dial on this one is absolutely stunning. It's been well executed, very high standards there for the dial, and it looks incredible. The colour combination of the loom and the dial is just spot on. And I think it is really nice to note that they have went with that ST1701 movement. It's an automatic movement, a little bit more convenient than the usual hand wind offerings. I am very pleased to see that they went with the automatic there. And as always, let's have a look at that loom. Now, Baltany claim this is Swiss Super Luminova, and absolutely no reason that I can see to think otherwise. The loom performs very well indeed. Now, there's no loom on that seconds hand itself, but it isn't a big concern for me, I have to say. The loom overall is very strong and it looks really impressive. So I'll just give you a quick look at that free Zulu included strap. It looks great, I think. It changes up the whole vibe of the watch, and the Zulu, I have to say, is very nice quality. And here it is on an 18mm suede strap in grey that I had in the strap box. Again, looks fantastic and changes the whole look once more. But I have to say, I won't be taking off that Baltany leather anytime soon. It really is top grade quality and it looks and it wears very well. So that about wraps things up. What about the verdict for the Baltany Bubbleback then, Chris? Well, I'm not going to mess around with this one. If you like the look of this watch, then go ahead and buy one. Pull the trigger, you won't be disappointed. Quite honestly, it is that good. And don't let that 36mm case measurement put you off. I have to say, this is a size that in years gone by I wouldn't even have entertained because I just thought it was too small for my wrists. But I have to say, I think now that I have been missing out. This Baltany wears very nicely indeed. It is just so comfortable on the wrist. And I have to say that this Bubbleback has exceeded my expectations in terms of quality as well. As I say, this is my first watch from Baltany and I have been blown away. The level of finish and materials, that strap, the dial, the crystal combination, it is just stunning, especially when you take into consideration the price of this one. So I think it is safe to say, as you can hear, that I am very impressed with this Bubbleback from Baltany, and I will most definitely look to get another one of their models in for review on the channel in the future. So there we have it, folks. Thanks for making it to the end of another review. Don't forget to go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. And if you've subscribed already, thank you so much. It is much appreciated. So thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you in the next review.